Hey everyone, Shorupan here. I am back with what I believe to be the fourth installment in the InstaCrypto app release video series where I am tackling all of the features and kind of value propositions and story behind this, what we believe to be a very monumental release in not just in the global exchange universe, but in the crypto universe at large. In the previous videos, I've covered everything from why InstaCrypto purchase is necessary, the limitations around the industry of getting people crypto, to what are the users that would use InstaCrypto, to what are what would be the use cases for them. And in this video, I'm going to cover what is the exact value proposition for the first user type, which is what we just defined as a user looking to get crypto or learn about the path of getting crypto. So I did cover some of these points in the previous video, so they might seem redundant to you if you've watched them, but this is going to be an entire, me explicating what that path would look like. So as I discussed earlier, it's something like everybody who wants to get crypto doesn't know how few people can sell it to them. I would start like that. And the analogy that I gave earlier was like a Google Maps analogy, where everybody that wants to eat also doesn't know how limited the options are, but because Google Maps has organized the world's restaurants in this highly, highly efficient fashion, you don't feel like there's a limitation because it's obviously more than you can eat. There are more restaurants than you can eat at. So as long as they're all presented and there is a path to getting to them, you feel completely satisfied. But there was a tremendous infrastructure and software investment to be able to do that. And the problem they solved and the problem that we want to solve are similar in that nature. I'm hungry. Okay, that's what I would tell Google. I'm hungry. You wouldn't even say that. You would just say, restaurants or something. You're literally, that's all you're typing. Restaurants or burger joints or whatever, right? You might be as specific as that. Same thing. You're coming to the crypto world, whatever that means, whether it's probably Google, funny enough, and you're saying Bitcoin. I want to buy Bitcoin. To which, in the restaurant's Google Maps infrastructure, Google Maps picks up your location immediately. So what they're doing, they can ask you too, where are you if your location's not turned on? But immediately what they're going to say is, they'll pick up your location. So what they've now done is they've taken all the restaurants in the world, which is what you asked them for, and shrunk it to all the restaurants that are in a reasonable travelable distance. So that changes the number quite a bit of possible options. In the crypto world, there's nothing that does that. You kind of have to figure that out on your own. You're going to type in Bitcoin, like I explained in the previous video, and then you're going to learn that all of the great companies that sell Bitcoin are probably not applicable to you in your jurisdiction and continue as that way. The next thing Google Maps is going to ask you is, if you haven't already, do you want to specify what you want? And then you'll put, I want a shawarma, I want a burger, I want Italian food. So bang, now you've reduced it from all the restaurants in the world to all of the restaurants in your jurisdiction to the restaurants that are particular to your taste. Again, in the crypto world, that's like saying, well, how are you going to buy this asset? Are you able? Because are you even able to eat Italian food? Do you have an allergy to meat or whatever it so may be? And that's like, do you even have, because if all of the exchanges or vendors in your area for crypto only deal with bank transfer and for some reason you can't, well, too bad, too sad, but you don't even know that until you go through that painful process. And so Google Maps does so many of those queries and gets you an ideal place, and a perfect Google Maps search gets you to one place. One place that can satisfy your need. Is that the only place? Of course not. It might be. And there might be a case where there's no places. But if there is no places, you firmly believe that there are no places because of the degree of querying they do. Where in the crypto space, it's like trial and error. Every person goes through trial and error. That's why every person has somewhat, in varying degrees, horror stories about buying crypto. And it's strange because it's like you would think that would get better. It has gone better, but the part that hasn't gone better is that there's no central place to kind of navigate to that. And even if you think coinmarketcap.com can get you to buy crypto, there's coinmarketcap.com is like a 1-degree search engine because you can tell them Bitcoin, you click on the Bitcoin page, it gets you kind of exchanges that sell Bitcoin. Well, that's fabulous. That's like saying, show me all the Italian food restaurants in the world. That's not going to really do anything for me. It still requires me to kind of go manually learn about all of that. So InstaCrypto is that solution organized into a really concise mobile application. User comes. He can pick any of the categories that mean most to him up front. He might not even know that. We'll just start picking it, like stuff like location will pick up on the spot, which is like, these are the categories that make a crypto, that allow us to connect him to someone to sell crypto immediately. Asset you want to buy. Well, always that's the one that they actually know. I want to buy Bitcoin. I want to buy Ether. I want to buy Ripple. The next one is country that you're buying from. Okay, I want to buy it in the United States. I want to buy it in Mexico. I want to buy it in Brazil. I want to buy it in India. I want to buy it in Australia, etc. Perfect. Next is, how are you capable of paying? Well, I'm capable of paying in credit card. I'm capable of paying in wire transfer. I'm capable of paying in WeChat, WePay. I'm capable of paying in Union Pay, whatever it is. And then finally, what currency you're using. Now that might be implied based on the country, but not always. And based on those things, every time you hit one of those queries, you are shortening the list of possible bankers. And again, I'm not referring to a banker typically. Please watch my second video on user types or whatever video that is. A banker is someone that's selling a crypto asset or any asset in the global exchange ecosystem. Global Exchange's interaction with InstaCrypto is as a banker, as in you will query those things to find us. So let me give you a legitimate exact example. Right now, when you go to globalexchange.io or you go find the vault in globalexchange.io, what do we say? These are our coins: Bitcoin, Ether, Tether. These are our fiat currencies that we support. So you can fund your account in rupees, dollars, Canadian dollars, British pounds, whatever. Click Canadian dollars. I'm funding with Canadian dollars. Okay, these are the payment methods: e-transfer, wire transfer. Go ahead. Do you see what happened there? You started with Global Exchange, meaning you didn't actually get a genuine, you might have gotten a genuine just by stumbling on it, but you definitely didn't sort and sift through everything, and you are adjusting to what we have available. And if you watched my first video on what are the limitations, every company has something available, but no company has everything available because it's impossible based on the way that the industry is set up. So we are flipping that switch. And that's not just for us, that's Binance, that's Coinbase. Go to Coinbase, sign up for it. They never say, it's fabulous. Even us, we're all using the same tactics, right? Sign up first and then we'll tell you how you can buy crypto. Well, that's great. This is the other way around. You actually don't even need to log in to use the feed function, which is what I'm talking about, which is you come and first you say what is important to you. The most important thing, asset. No, the second most important thing probably is country. Even if you don't find it important, unfortunately, the people that are willing to sell it are important. And then finally, payment method. And then we present to you all the viable bankers. So if you come to InstaCrypto right now and you say, I want to buy Bitcoin, I'm in Canada, I'm willing to do an e-transfer, I'm paying in CAD, and you run the InstaCrypto search, you will get Global Exchange as a potential vendor, a potential banker, with some other people as well. And that is exactly the value proposition. And then of course, once you find the vendor directly on the app, you can engage with that because we know how to manage that process. We have the entire wallet infrastructure built already. We have both fiat and crypto support. So all the bankers' relationships with their customers can be managed here. And if the particular banker, due to some internal process, needs you to leave, we can still quote you the price and then redirect you at the last step. And so it's all mapped out to be managed on the platform. The wallets, the InstaCrypto wallet's obviously built in so that you can receive all the coins, fund your wallet, you have USD and all of the fiat. And so what this does is it allows you to discover, engage, transact. And that is what value proposition is there for the user type.